How's everybody doing? It's just Stipe back here to do another supplement review. One that I've got today is a pump formula. It's something I haven't actually used in a little bit, but I have used it quite a lot, if that makes sense. So if you look, most of it is missing. Remembering the smell of it. Now, I'm not the only one that's used this. I've had friends try it as well, because I always like to, look, in the end, I've got so many of these products that I'm never going to use all of them. So I like to get other people's opinions on it as well. But that's from Alchemy Labs Pump 101. It's got a nice little kind of box and design here. It's pretty cool. No doubt about that. The flavor I'll start off with is watermelon. It's a pretty decent flavor. It's not amazing. It's quite weak, but I always say I'd rather weak and average than too strong and good, because in the end, I don't want too much of a flavor hit or anything along those lines either. It mixes well, goes down easy. There's really nothing you're going to struggle with, but there's nothing you're going to write home about, that type of fucking shenanigans. Now let's look at the ingredients panel. It's a 19 gram scoop. There's 20 servings. I'd prefer always 30 or 25, but most of it seems to be 20 these days anyways. Let's go through the important ingredients. You got L-citrulline at 8 grams, good enough. Beta-alanine at 3.2 grams. This is always an iffy one with pump formulas. Some people like to have their pump formula with beta, some people don't. I'm in the middle. Sometimes if it's this by itself, sure, but I can't sometimes stack this with a pre-workout, if that makes sense. You got Agmatine sulfate at 1 gram. Love Agmatine, super underrated ingredient. You got taurine at 1 gram, potassium chloride, alpha GPC at 200 milligrams, quite a low dosage. Same with the potassium chloride, but it is what it is. You got Himalayan salt, so not Himalayan pink sea salt, just Himalayan salt at 150 milligrams, and I'll just go with huperzine at 100 micrograms. Quite a decent dose, should potentially help with some form of focus. They call it the learning ingredient. I don't know if that's true. That's just what some of the science kind of points towards. I'm not a big science guy when it comes to this shit because, well, yes, I'll learn about the ingredients. I think for the most part, we know that the supplement industry is super shady. We know that sometimes you'll get the best fucking label and it's trash, and sometimes you get a trash label and it's amazing. Alrighty, that's the ingredients panel. Looks decent. It's not a standout. There's no, arginine in it. There's no hydro pump in it, or, those type of ingredients that I wouldn't mind. But yeah, it's still solid. How did it perform? If I'm being honest, I think it performed better than what the label really indicates. My guess would be that the place they source their ingredients from are quite good. The pumps are very, very... Okay, so there's that dry look and there's that vascular look, and then there's the watery look. And if you can get the perfection, you can kind of get both, but it's rare to get that. This, I got more of the watery look, but then a lot of little features of that dryness. It hit the same every time as well. I didn't feel like there was any tolerance issue with this. I didn't feel like there was really any issues with it. It did a really good job. I would rate it as a very good pump formula. Everyone that I've had try this, which is 2 separate people, really enjoyed it as well. Both definitely saw noticeable kind of pumps in the gym compared to having it, not in their regimen. And look, there's really nothing you can go wrong with it. Is it my favorite pump formula? No. But for a pump formula that doesn't taste too bad, has good results, and clearly has quality ingredients in it. We can talk about glycerol powder. We can talk about all these other things that maybe could have been in there that aren't. We could have maybe even talked about the Agmatine sulfate being a little bit higher than just 1 gram, and same with the alpha GPC, the chloride, etc. But if it works, it works, and this works. It's not the best pump formula. It's not the driest, veiniest formula, and it's not the most watery pump formula. But it kind of has this nice balance. And it's one that, you can't really complain about. Would I recommend it as my favorite pump? No. But I think you can't go wrong with it either. All right, that's my review for this. I'm not going to fucking overextend it for no reason. Forgot I even had this, to be completely honest with you, because I haven't been able to really use many pump formulas because of my physical issues that I've been going through. But yeah, overall, really good. I recommend it. If you're going to get it, you're not really going to be disappointed with it. Peace.